Joyful adventure audits, come join the ride. Joyful adventure.
Welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. If you're new here, subscribe and hit that bell. We're documenting Birmingham's disappearing pub heritage, one closed door at a time. It's October 2025, and today we're doing something a bit different. We're revisiting a pub we covered before, the Village Greene in Stockland Green, Erdington. When we first featured this place, it had just closed, and there was talk of it reopening, maybe as a restaurant, maybe something else. People had hope. Well, look at it now. The door was actually open when we arrived, so we took the opportunity to have a look inside. And honestly, it's heartbreaking. The place is abandoned, empty, and looking pretty sorry for itself. We were warned there might be drug users upstairs, so we didn't venture up there. We're urban explorers, not reckless idiots. But standing here in what was once one of North Birmingham's most prominent landmark pubs, you can't help but feel the weight of wasted potential. Let's talk about what this place was, what it became, and what might, or might not, happen next. The Village Greene, originally known as the Stockland Inn or Stockland Hotel, was built in November 1924. And it wasn't designed by just anyone. This was the work of Bateman and Bateman, one of Birmingham's most respected architectural practices. Charles Edward Bateman was a giant of Birmingham architecture. Born in Castle Bromwich in 1863, he joined his father John's practice in 1887, forming Bateman and Bateman. The firm became famous for their reformed pubs, part of an interwar movement to transform pubs from dark, dingy street corner boozers into respectable, family-friendly establishments that embodied an idealized vision of rural English village life. Their pubs used arts and crafts and Braw's Tudor styles, think half-timbering, Cotswold stone, and a romantic, almost nostalgic aesthetic. The Red Lion in King's Heath, completed in 1905, was Bateman's breakthrough, a Cotswold limestone pub that set the template for reformed pub design across Birmingham. The Stockland Inn came nearly 2 decades later, in 1924, built for Mitchells and Butlers. By then, M&B was a brewing colossus. They'd merged in 1898 and by the 1950s employed over 1,800 people at their massive Cape Hill brewery in Smethwick. This pub was built in pale stone with Cotswold-Tudor features, gabled roofs, prominent chimneys, and those beautiful carved porch canopies featuring oak leaves, acorns, and scenes of drinking and brewing. According to CMA's architectural surveys from 2004, the pub had excellent original doors, fine barbacks with carved wood and leaded glass, panelled walls, and a large M&B mirror with a deer-leaping illustration. And scattered around the car park? 5 stone pillars, each carved with M&B lettering on all 4 sides, 20 instances in total. They're still there, though badly weathered now, like gravestones for a lost era. For decades, the Stockland Inn served its community. It was a drinkers' local, largely UN-themed, with 2 large rooms, separate entrances, a public bar, and a lounge. There was even a bowling green at the side, with stone pavilions and shelters, though those were eventually demolished, and the bowling green sold off for flats. But by 2006, the writing was on the wall. The pub closed and was converted into a Chinese buffet restaurant called Modern China. When that happened, the interior was totally gutted. All those original features, that carved woodwork, those panelled walls, the barbacks, ripped out and replaced with a single large modern room. The restaurant lasted a few years, but that too closed. Then, in 2014, came a glimmer of hope. The building reopened as a pub again, the Village Greene, under Greene King's Flaming Grill brand. It was extensively refurbished in 2018, had 130-plus covers, a large car park with 49 spaces, a trade patio area, and even private accommodation with 3 double bedrooms. For nearly a decade, it looked like the Village Greene had found a sustainable future. Reviews on TripAdvisor from late 2023 show customers enjoying meals, praising staff, celebrating birthdays. The place was busy, functional, alive. And then, in November 2023, Greene King pulled the plug. Just like that. The pub closed, staff were found jobs elsewhere, and Greene King said they were reviewing their options for the sprawling building. By December 2023, it was on the market for £875,000 through property specialists Fleuret's. The listing described it as one of North Birmingham's most iconic and prominent landmark pubs with a large catchment area and huge volume of passing traffic. So what happened next? Well, hope arrived in the form of a planning application. In January 2025, Birmingham Live reported that plans had been submitted to convert the village green into a shisha lounge and restaurant. The proposal was actually quite thoughtful. Ground floor restaurant, first floor shisha lounge, outdoor smoking areas, a 2-story side extension, improvements to the car park, and a new access from Dallas Road. The planning statement even talked about preserving and restoring original features, the brickwork, the sash windows, the internal woodwork, and maintaining the building's historical character. The architects, Novus House, described it as a rational and compliant reclassification of the site's use, arguing it would preserve the building's role as a community hub while enhancing amenities. It sounded promising. People in the area were cautiously optimistic. The building would be saved, restored, used. It wouldn't become another boarded-up shell. But here we are in October 2025, and nothing. The planning application clearly hasn't progressed, or it was rejected, or the investors pulled out, or something went wrong. Because as you can see from the footage, this place is going nowhere fast. The door was open when we arrived. Whether that's because someone's been squatting, or because it's just been left unsecured, we don't know. But we took the opportunity to document what's left. Inside, it's eerie. The space is completely empty. No furniture, no fittings, nothing that says this was a pub or this was a restaurant. Just empty rooms, peeling paint, and the ghosts of better days. We could see some original architectural details still clinging on, window frames, ceiling moldings, bits of the building's bones showing through the decades of modifications. But mostly, it's just hollow. We were warned by locals that there might be drug users upstairs, so we didn't venture up. That's the reality of abandoned buildings in 2025, they become magnets for people who've fallen through society's cracks. It's sad, it's dangerous, and it's completely avoidable if these buildings were just given purpose again. The building feels like it's in limbo. Not demolished, not restored, just waiting. And buildings don't wait well. The building feels like it's in limbo. Not demolished, not restored, just waiting. And buildings don't wait well. The Village Green's story isn't unique. Across Birmingham, across Britain, interwar pubs are closing faster than ever. These buildings, often architecturally significant, usually Grade 2 listed or at least locally valued, are caught between their past and an uncertain future. Some get converted to housing or retail. Some become restaurants or gyms. Some, like the Village Green, just sit there, slowly deteriorating while developers and councils and communities argue about what should happen. The reformed pubs of the 1920s and 30s were built with optimism. They represented a belief that pubs could be forces for social good, that architecture could improve people's lives, that communities needed gathering places. Bateman and Bateman designed dozens of these pubs, and many have now closed. The Black Horse in Northfield, designed by Francis Goldsborough in 1929, is still going. The Red Lion in Kings Heath, Bateman's 1905 masterpiece, is now a restaurant, but at least it's used. But the Village Green, it's in danger of becoming another statistic. And that's tragic, because this is a building worth saving. Not just for architectural reasons, but because Stockland Green needs community spaces. It needs places where people can gather, eat, socialize. Whether that's a pub, a restaurant, a community center, or yes, even a shisha lounge, anything is better than abandonment. So that's the Village Green in October 2025. A revisit we didn't want to make, but one that feels necessary to document. If you know anything about what's happening with this building, or if you have memories of drinking here in its heyday, please share them in the comments. These stories matter. They're part of Birmingham's history, and that history is disappearing faster than we can document it. This is part of our ongoing Lost Pubs of Birmingham series. We've covered dozens now, and we'll keep going as long as they keep closing. Hit subscribe, smash that notification bell, and join us next time as we uncover another piece of Brum's vanishing pub culture. Thanks for watching. And to the Village Green, we really hope someone gives you a second chance soon. You deserve better than this.
pull the taps and lock the door. Echoes of laughter, now no more. Broken glass where stories pour. Chairs stacked high, ghosts in the air. Who will care? Who will care? What's happening? Where did it go? The heart of the street, the place we know. Lost, closed, abandoned, left to rust. Promises crumble, dreams to dust. 1924, it stood so proud. Pints and cheers, the life so loud. Now shadows whisper, no more crowd. Tiles are cracked, the wood decayed. Who betrayed? Who betrayed? What's happening? Where did it go? The heart of the street, the place we know. Lost, closed, abandoned, left to rust. Promises crumble, dreams to dust. Brick by brick they tore it down. The heart of a street, the soul of a town. Echoes of laughter now, swallowed by grey. What a waste, what a shame. History gone, just a name. The village green, it used to sing. Now it's silent, just memories cling. Stained glass shattered, wood worn thin. Stories lost where life had been. Promises made, but none to keep. Creaking floors, whispered songs, they don't last when the world moves on. But I can't forget, I can't let go. What a waste, what a shame. Heritage burned in the flame. The village green, it used to sing. Now it's silent, just memories cling. Birmingham cries, the streets remain, but never the same. Never the same. What a waste, what a shame.
The door creaked wide like a ghostly grin, a whisper from where the past begins. tiles crack, stories beneath our feet. A pub once alive, now a cold heartbeat. Echoes of laughter, the village green, faded voices where life had been. Chairs left scattered, dust on the scene, empty hole of the village green. A calendar frozen in 23. Walls hold secrets they'll never set free. A shisha dream left in the breeze. Now only shadows haunt these trees. What do